couple of things about this are super interesting, but I think the first most interesting thing is it's roughly half the price of the two-wheel drive Slash. They're both brushed, they've both got ball bearings. I don't know, could this be twice the value of the Traxxas? I actually can't wait to find out, and if you'd like to know too, stick around. There are metal gears inside this thing. There is a plastic differential outer gear, but otherwise, this thing seems to tick all the boxes. We've got a 12-turn brushed motor. It's a 2.4 gig radio, standard stuff these days, but what's particularly interesting about this is that it's twin vertical plate. Now your Slash doesn't do that, nor does the Senton 3S. When I saw this thing was 300 Australian dollars, while the Traxxas Slash two-wheel drive brushed is 599 Australian dollars, seriously, half the price. I thought, gee, we've got to check that out. I don't usually like radios that stick out all this way because you can't get two-handed control, but this is actually quite close. Wheels are often further away than this. Dual rate, steering and throttle trim, and then left and right endpoints on an analog radio that give you individual control. I wish everyone did that. It's a shame you need a screwdriver to access it, like a little one. Then you've got servo reverse for all 3 channels on the end. Please just be 4, please just be 4, and it's just 4. Sometimes these older styles are 8 AA's and look, it's comfy in the hand. It is, well, I was going to say it's cramped because I had to move my thumb out the way, but even my fairly large hands, they fit. There's a place for your thumb to hide underneath. That's actually not uncomfortable, interestingly enough. So that's the radio, not terrible. We'll smack some batteries in that. Oh, that was lucky. Got them in one go. Spare body clips, a wheel, hex wrench. The truck itself is a similar size to the Slash. Manual's actually pretty good. I've learnt that it's only 2S, so that's one thing that the XL5 can give you from Traxxas. And you're going to hear me say Traxxas and Slash quite a bit, because this video is kind of a review, although this platform's been around for a while. But if you've been thinking about a two-wheel drive short course truck, I've got to say, half the price of a Slash for the same, ostensibly the same running gear, you know, brushed 12-turn motor, that's compelling. Traxxas has the 12-turn Titan, and this is a 12-turn as well. It's quite a pretty body. I like these these numbers, and they're screwed on too. You can remove them. They've got lock nuts underneath, and I see another set of lock nuts for this kind of stabilizing wing. As far as the body goes, this is more complex than the Slash, so this thing kind of gets more points than the Slash already out of the box. That's quite attractive. The livery's all over it, stickers already, and you get some extra HPI stickers as well. I don't know, I've got to say this is actually already looking pretty nice, and it's lovely thick polycarbonate. It's not nasty and thin stuff. It's got plenty of flex, and we'll give this the treatment, but we're going to drive it today. Huh. Now, this is not something, oh, it's so light, it's so light. Okay, this is not something you see every day, and I'm now really excited to show you this. Jumpshot SC version 2 TVP, or twin vertical plate. Check it out. There's a slipper there, and you can see your mesh. Guys, you can see your mesh through the clear plate. Vented wheels with decent foams and lovely sticky tires. These things I think are going to hook up. This has been tuned by people who know what they're doing. This is a thick oil in the rear. Because it's a 12-turn motor, it'll be 2S only. If you went to say a 17-turn motor, you'd probably be able to run 3S, and that might give you more of everything except runtime. The only shortfall in a TVP chassis like this, twin vertical plate, is battery space, and I've been wondering this. I've got my big chunky 5800 milliamp hour Ovonic. I've been wondering, will it fit? Let's find out. Hey, I think it will. That's really big, actually. That's what she said. I can't say that. What? Look at the space in here. Do you know what else is really great about this? This thing weighs a bunch. I'm not exaggerating. It weighs about half as much as the whole car. Look where it's situated. Right in the bottom of the vehicle. Get all that away. I didn't think this would be so fiddly. I heard a snap then, just while I'm fiddling with the battery, and that sounded like an electric dunk dunk. It's just a seed pod. I thought this was the beginning of a little fire. Not the first time it's happened, and it wasn't HPI. All right, it's in. There's big fat battery, and look where it is my point. It's right at the bottom. The pin is up out of the way. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, let's have a look at this thing. We've got adjustable oil-filled shocks. They're a plastic body and a plastic cap. The car's already got a fair bit of preload dialed in for the rear and much less for the front. But given there's actually quite a lot of weight in the back, even the battery is kind of far back, that's pretty good. And even slamming it down, it's not bottoming out. Metal axles, metal dog bones in the rear, obviously nothing in the front, but adjustable toe for turnbuckle. But your camber is not adjustable, they're just plastic links, probably replaceable, and honestly it's not too hard to make a link from, I mean, we do this with crawling all the time, you just get the length you need and off you go. Radio box is sealed in the top, and we have a waterproof, fun-ready machine. Little details, lovely bendy plastic. I tell you what, this is properly exciting. I think, oh, and the last thing to tell you is the servo is sitting there kind of angled backwards. It's an interesting design, isn't it? That's a really chunky servo saver there too, and I can see you can adjust how tough that is with a screw. Look at the size of this bumper. And these are clearly designed to bend. Like they're designed to bend in a nasty crash. Look at that. It's just, it's thoughtful design. Lovely, soft plastic. Possibly the smallest dead zone in any RTR radio I've ever had. There's like a less than a mil. Lovely light spring as well. Ooh, fast servo. Look at that. Listen. It's not going to be super strong, but they're not driven wheels. This is exciting. All right, I'm going to see you on my track. This is just down here, and we are going to have a drive. And I'm so excited. Let's do it. All right, very first run. Oh, doesn't it fly nicely? Now they're 48 dot pitch gears. I've not tuned anything. That's full speed. Of course you want to enter a jump without being at full speed so you can accelerate. Although with a two-wheel drive, it's limited what you can do in the air as far as controlling the nose. There's no gyro assistance or anything like that. This is not a fast car. Oh, doesn't look good. Let's go the other way. This is often tougher on the jump. Oh, it's so nice. These tyres are quite good. The car feels well balanced on my very rocky track. Oh. And they're big wheels, so the undulations here aren't really a problem. It's just soaking up the bumps. And then we go back to going the other way. I just like the flow of the course better. Oh, it sure jumps nicely. Oh, it's going to take some getting used to two-wheel drive again. This thing is just wonderful. I think it could do with some more aggressive toe out on a jumpy course like this. It'll just help me maintain direction. If this was on carpet, I mean, you just wouldn't race this on carpet, but on a sealed surface, neutralize that toe and it'll be happy. This is a very satisfying drive. Very satisfying drive. Oh. It's like little ball bearings, these pebbles. Traction's hard to come by for every car. This is beautiful. This is one of my favorite faster cars, I think. I can't believe it was only half the price of a Slash. And I think I like that magnesium alloy TVP chassis better than the tub that you get with so many other cars. Traxxas, Arrma, even Tamiya and Kyoto. Oh, we've lost steering. Oh, we have. So we lost steering, but it's just a ball end that's popped out. I'm just popping back on. There we go. Yeah, motor's warm like you'd expect. ESC's only warm. I thought that would have been scorching hot. Servo seems cool. Wow. Well, the concussion bar works, or the headache bar. Well, for yard bashing, this thing is an absolute hoot. It handles beautifully well. I love seeing the rooster tails come out from behind those back wheels. The stiff diff oil they've used is really good. I really like this car. I started with the idea of wondering, this is around half the price of the two-wheel drive brushed Slash. Same kind of layout, right? Would it be double the value, given it's half the price? My experience so far with this thing, from even the radio, which looks chunky, but you get a lot of customization here. We got ball bearings. This thing's still spinning from when I absentmindedly spun it a while ago. No shims here. This is beautiful. The twin vertical plate chassis, the location of that battery in the bottom, my goodness. I really, really like this car. The weight of this thing is just beautifully, it's just so nicely done. This might be my favorite two-wheel drive car that I own. And it was so cheap, 300 Australian dollars. I'll put it on screen what the US dollars is. That's just such good value. If you're looking to get into short course, I gotta tell you, this is great. We will do a cheap brushed Slash at some point, just for interest's sake. I kind of need to know now. We've got the brushless one up there to pull out of the box and compare to the Senton. But this, already my experience with it compared to what you get for the same money for the Bandit, which is a similar platform. Your Bandit, Rustler and Slash, they're all the same basic tub chassis and rear gearbox from Traxxas. This twin vertical plate is something of a revelation. It's not new, but it should be more common. HPI have done a stellar job with this thing. I heartily recommend it if you're looking to get into short course. I'm just going to keep running this battery out now. I'm just having such a great time out here. Throw me a like if you got something out of this. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again real soon right here on RC-TNT. Yeah.